As a parent, it is your responsibility to take care of a kid. It is your responsibility to think that this kid that I'm bringing into this world, I will be able to provide for the kid. Don't just go and give birth for giving birth's sake. Because of your identity. If you want to partake in sexual activities, protect yourself. This is the Jollof and Wi-Fi Studios. My name is Flo, and if this is your first time coming across our channel, please consider subscribing for us. Put us on post notifications so that you are notified whenever we upload a new video. Yes, so today we are talking about a video that was posted on X by Sika Official, and this is what he wrote when he posted the video. And I read, a concerned individual is appealing to the public for support for a 19-year-old mother of 4 in a rural community near Nkwakwa. She expressed deep concern for the young woman who appears overwhelmed by the demands of caring for her children. Yes, so this video was posted about a day ago.
Oh, it was for lady you 90 years. Oh, sorry. Oh, it was for 90 years. So, nah, nema 4. Nema 4. One what's it? TikTok 4. Munye mojuma. Munye di oh. TikTok 4. Munye nemo. Enye mojuma. Sorry. Enye mojuma. But oh, one what's it? Menana ne obaeja. The banko to menana you say greeny. So no oba omoncha village omo nkoko. Nana no moba like obo kakra. Oh. Mo boate. Na lady won't me pay bibi nya no hwan yi. Mfumso obi a but yes ram what manin toma so. Mfumso obi a why mfumso but nkwala de omo ye nshira. Why asram. There's obi kwa beti o my pini papa beti o kra why asram.
So in the video, you can see that she's carrying one of the kids at her back, you know, the African style, or let me say like the Ghanaian style, with a cloth, with the kid at the back. And then she's also carrying another kid from the front. And she has 2 other kids as well sitting there. And looking at the way they are dressed, you know, like they're all kind of looking a bit dusty and all that. It's sad. And, you know, the person recording the video was talking about the fact that she's 19 and that she needs help. And she was appealing to the people of TikTok. I'm assuming she initially posted a video on TikTok, but she was saying that, you know, the people on TikTok should, you know, do their thing. They should do the thing that they are known for, which means probably she's seen people benefit she's seen people, you know, get help by posting videos on TikTok. So she was also appealing to people on TikTok, Ghanaians, to come to this young lady's aid, to come and help her with her kids. She spoke about people adopting some of the kids, good people, or people who want to help her set up a business so that she can work and cater for the kids. You know, in Ghana or in some parts of Africa, we do some things and then later on, you know, we expect the public to come to our aid. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the woman, you know, speaking to the public, posting a video to ask for help. That is, you know, that is normal. We all go through trials sometimes. We all go through times of need. You know, we all make mistakes, which is normal. But I mean, if you have one kid and you're asking for help, it's understandable. You made a mistake, you know, you've regretted it, you don't have any help, that is fine. 2 can be considered. 3 is a push, but 4 kids. And one thing that I didn't mention earlier on is that she is also pregnant again. She's also pregnant again. You remember we did a story a while back about a woman who had about, was it 20-something or 30-something children? More or less, I think 20-something or 30-something children. I've forgotten the exact amount. So if this girl, you know, continues to stay on this path of giving birth on the regular, that means she's going to end up like that same woman who later had to be interviewed to ask for people to come to her aid and all that. Secondly, where is the father of the kids? I don't know if, you know, she's had these kids with different men or with just one man, but where is the man? Or where are the men? If you're a man and you've engaged in, sexual activities with someone, and you have kids, why do you leave the responsibility solely to the woman to take care of the kids? The woman in the video mentions that one of the kids were named after her grandkids, so her family sometimes brings her over, and then they try to help them every once in a while. But I mean, you can't take on the responsibility of 4 children with another kid on the way. You can be as good as you want to be, but taking care of someone's kids, 4 kids with an additional one on the way, that is too much to ask. That is too much to ask. I did a previous video in which I was talking about a young lady who was doing the BEC exams. She had a baby and she had to nurse her during her exam. And I was talking about the fact that it was a beautiful thing to see that she still wanted to pursue education. And I spoke about the fact that we should teach young people about precautions, preventive measures, so that they don't end up having so many kids. At the age of 19 years, if you've dedicated your life to giving birth, where are you going to take your kids to? Because looking at the state in which they are in, she doesn't have the financial needs to take care of these kids. She doesn't have the financial needs. I'm assuming she's making life difficult on herself by allowing a man or several men to convince her to sleep with her and then give birth to all these children. We always say this thing, but sometimes we give birth and we expect the kids, they're going to become great. What if they don't become great? What if their lives are messed up? I hope they turn out well, but we should be cautious of some of these things that we do. At the age of 19 years, if she has 4 kids, and looking at the kids, probably some are around maybe 4, 5 years old. So that means that she started when she was quite young. And if you couldn't reason that I've mistakenly given birth to one, so I should be careful of the things that I'm doing. Or if by then maybe she was with the man that she got pregnant with the first kid, it is fine. Maybe we are together. He's taking care of me. So maybe we are going to have another kid. That is fine. But if you continue to have more kids and end up having 4 children at the age of 19 with another one on the way, that means 5 kids at the age of 19. Now let's look at fees for schools. Even the amount of food that kids will eat in a day. The amount of food that kids will eat in a day. How much does that cost? You, the mother, you eat. You have a baby that you need to probably go to the hospital for regular checkups as well. Okay? So where do you find the strength to work? Take your kids to school, feed them, pay their school fees. We should be careful as a people. And one thing too we should know is that Ghana does not have measures that help people in these situations. If you were living in the US, if you were living in Spain, you were living in the UK, there are systems that help people that have kids. Every month probably you get maybe 400 euros, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, maybe a bit more. At least you know that you are getting something from the government. And usually those basic schools, you don't have to pay for anything. Kids go to school, probably you just have to provide their lunch, their breakfast, and that is it. You get some aids. In Spain, when you have a lot of kids, they give you this thing called Familia Numerosa, which is like a numerous family. It's a card that gives you discounts on stuff like that. So the system helps. But when you live in a country that does not have any financial help for people that have several kids, for people that have no financial needs, that have no financial means, what is the point in you continuing to have more kids? Whoever the father of these kids are, he should really be active in their lives. He should try and do something. He should try and provide for them. He shouldn't leave the lady alone for her to suffer with the kids. If there are several men too, they should also strive to do something for their kids. Because some of these kids, their life will end badly. They will end up doing drugs. They will end up doing things. They will end up stealing because their parents were not able to cater for them, to provide them with the things that they needed. So at a young age, they will start stealing. At a young age, they will start going to mining sites to go and do galamsey. And then they end up getting sick. I've seen a video of a young boy who says that he takes care of his mom because his mom cannot work. And he has been going to mining sites and he was losing his eyes because of the chemicals and things that were going into his eyes. These are situations that we put kids into. As a parent, it is your responsibility to take care of a kid. It is your responsibility to think that this kid that I'm bringing into this world, I will be able to provide for the kid. Don't just go and give birth for giving birth's sake. Because of your dentin. If you want to partake in sexual activities, protect yourself. Make sure that you are not giving birth to kids to come to this earth, to come and suffer, so that they don't become someone else's issue. Sometimes because of our actions, other people suffer the consequences. But yeah, if you are watching this video and you think you can help, please try and reach out to the person who posted the video. You can probably try and reach out to Sika Official, and I'm sure he'll be able to get you in contact with the person. If you can adopt some, please try and adopt some. And we need people to teach some of these young girls and young boys in these communities, especially in the villages. Teach them. Take women, women in power, people, educated women. Go and talk to them. Let them see that there is a bright future for them. They shouldn't subject themselves to being people's girlfriends and people's wives alone. That time has passed. We are at a time where women are leading conversations, where women are changing the world. And these are people that we need in society to help reconstruct, some of these issues that are going on. And then you submit yourself to being just now okay. How? Some of these men to wish won't you think? Young girl at such a young age, and you keep engaging in sexual activities with her without protecting yourself, bringing kids into this world to come and suffer. They won't have any fatherly love. They won't have like any actual love with their parents because they think their parents don't want to give them the things that they want. And they will suffer in this life. My name is Flo. If you like this content, please consider subscribing to the channel for us. Put us on post notifications so that you're notified whenever we post a new video. You can follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, and on other social media platforms as well. Let me know your thoughts under the comment section. If you agree with some of the things that I've said, if you don't, also let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.